Okay guys, so what we're doing here is just a brief. This is kind of like a user guide really for a BMW i3. So if you are looking at buying one, if you're renting one, which is why I'm doing this video, because we do rent them out occasionally, then this is just a sort of starter for how to get away in your i3 and how to use it. So your general charging is going to be in there on that little one there. This thing lights up round here. That tells you what the different colours mean, so that you can see the blink of an eye exactly what the status is. If you're going to use a super fast charger, then you'll need to take that bit off as well, and that is just a push. So in the boot here we've got the charge cable, so you can see that's the bit that plugs in to that hole we've just shown you, and the other end of it is just a standard household 3-pin domestic socket. So on the keys you've got your basic lock on it, your unlock, your lock, and that pops the bonnet. So we've just popped the bonnet there to show you that on this particular one we've got the other charge cable in there. That's the charge cable that you'd use if you were using a faster charging point. Here's where your petrol goes. We tend to use super unleaded only. It only takes 9 litres, so it's hardly that expensive. Moving into the car, the main thing really is that as you jump in and you shut the door, you press the start button just there with your thumb, everything comes on, but you're actually not going anywhere. So you've got to put your foot on the brake, get a very different noise, and you can see the full screen now then comes on. And you twist this for your gears, foot on the brake, bink, into gear, into reverse. If you haven't got your foot on the brake, sorry, there's your park just on the top. If you haven't got your foot on the brake, nothing happens at all. So another key thing now, long range driving, that's always a difficult one on these. If you're going to do, you can see on your little gauge down here, that's telling you how many miles you can do on your petrol, that's telling you how many miles you can do on your current electric charge. Now if you're going to do a long journey and you know you're going well over your available electric, then don't let the electric run out and then go onto the range extender. Go in here through that settings menu, oops, pressed the wrong button there, onto the hold state of charge, get that checked. That means that this little white triangle here is now indicating the level of power that the engine is going to try and maintain. So that means that the little engine is going to come on and tick away in the background as a generator, making electric for you to do your journey. Now you might be using more electric than it's generating, but you've got 51% charge, you've got plenty in reserve, so the generator will continue ticking over just very gently. If you let it run out of electric or get really close, like sort of 5%, the generator kicks in, it automatically kicks in, you've got no choice, but it'll run really hard and really fast because it's trying to make electric on demand and it's got very little reserves. So if you're trying to do 65-70 miles an hour, it almost can't produce enough, and the generator will be running really fast, and you'll buzz through that petrol in considerably less than 71 miles. Turn it on early and it'll run through and get a lot more than 70 miles. That 51% might start dropping, but then as you hit traffic, roadworks, inevitably you just slow down for a roundabout or something, the generator will keep on producing electric, and it'll produce it at a faster rate than you're currently using it, and it'll go back up to that 51%. So there you are guys, get your petrol generator, get your little range extender on, burn through your petrol, and then let it drop back onto electric. If you're still not going to make it, pull over, put some more petrol in, and put the generator straight back on. So ideally, in this scenario, if I was I'd wait till I was about 25 miles from a destination, then I'd turn that range extender off. See, the little triangle's just moved and it's jumped back. That's because I've just turned it off. So I'd be turning it off with about 25 miles to go. So I arrived with, I don't know, maybe a quarter, less than a quarter of a charge left in the vehicle. Plug it in, get it charged up for the next day. But there you go, guys. There is loads more features in this car, but really that's just the key thing, the key points I wanted to get across for somebody getting the most out of one of these cars on a short-term rental. Thank you very much. Parkgate Leisure.